Let's talk about authentication, what it is, why we need it, and the most common methods you'll see in the real world. Authentication, in simple words, is simply proving who you are. Think of it like showing your ID at the entrance of a building. The system needs to verify that you are really you. We need authentication because it protects sensitive data, it prevents unauthorized access, and it allows systems to know which user is performing an action. Let's look at the most common authentication methods. Let's start with basic authentication. With basic auth, the client sends a username and password with every request, usually encoded in base64. It's very simple to set up, but it's not secure unless you use HTTPS, because the credentials are always exposed. Most common use cases for basic auth are quick prototypes, testing with Postman, or very simple internal tools. This is not recommended for production systems. Let's move on to bearer token authentication. Instead of sending a username and password each time, you send a token. The token is included in the request header like this: authorization, bearer, and then your token. This makes it safer and more flexible than basic auth. Bearer tokens are great for APIs that issue short-lived access tokens. Still, you will need a strategy to refresh or revoke tokens when needed. Another powerful authentication method is OAuth2 plus JWT tokens. So a JWT is a self-contained signed token that contains user information called claims. The server doesn't need to store sessions. The token itself proves the identity. OAuth2 is not just authentication, it's a delegation protocol. It lets one app act on behalf of a user without ever seeing their password. For example, you log into Spotify using your Google account, Google authenticates you, and Spotify just gets a secure token. The pros of this method are that it's self-contained, stateless, it scales really well, and there is secure delegation. The cons, on the other hand, is that it's hard to revoke JWT tokens if compromised. These tokens can also get quite large if there are a lot of claims added to them, and the implementation is quite complex. OAuth2 and JWT tokens are well suited for REST APIs, social logins, and third-party integrations. Let's look at single sign-on. With SSO, you log in once and gain access to multiple applications. For example, you use your Google account to access Gmail, Maps, Drive, YouTube, and many other services Google provides, but you only have to log in once. It usually uses OAuth2, SAML, or OpenID Connect under the hood, which are identity protocols. The pros of this system are that it provides seamless user experience, we have central management, and there is a strong enterprise control. The cons, on the other hand, are that it's complex to set up, and there can be a single point of failure. This method is well suited for enterprises, SaaS platforms, or companies with multiple internal systems. Let's take a look at Kerberos. Kerberos is a ticket-based authentication protocol often used in enterprise networks. Instead of sending passwords around, you authenticate once with a central server called the Key Distribution Center, and then use encrypted tickets to access services. The pros of this system is that it's very secure, resistant to replay attacks, and no passwords are sent across the network. The cons, on the other hand, with any complex system is that it's hard to set up, and this is also tied to Windows Active Directory environments. This is getting used less and less, but is still really good for large organizations, internal systems, and secure corporate networks. Authentication is a core skill for every software engineer. Whether you are building a simple REST API or working in a big enterprise system, you'll run into these methods all the time. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more software engineering content.